So my question is that who is the next face of this shit?
I'm
It
gonna
can't
say,
be Wembanyama. You can't.
well, it could have been Wemby. We'll see how he comes back because that he's having a major health issue.
Yeah.
But Wemby's super likable, right? But
Mhm.
after the trade, I want to say that it's Luka in a Laker jersey. I think it's so much easier to take a guy who's in one of these big cities or whatever, and I think he's going to be the face because Ant they expected Ant to be, and like I talked about a minute or two ago, he's kind of regressed a little bit this year when he's had to lead the team on his own.
Yeah.
So now it's obviously it's not fucking over. I think the kid's 22, 23 years old, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's plenty of time for him to, and it could very well be Ant. SGA, he's a point guard. Can a point guard of that size really be that?
Canadian.
Yeah, that's. But can he really be that face in that small market? Durant had to leave, Westbrook had to leave to kind of, I guess get more notoriety. I guess you could say. I don't know, but I would say Luka because he's got a Laker uniform on, and he's a
Yeah.
fantastic player when 250 pounds, not 270, maybe even 245 if he can get down there. So,
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, if you look at the after game pressers, literally the press in Los Angeles, they get hard-ons when they fucking talk Spanish to him, and he answers in Spanish. He'll answer in Slovenian. I think he speaks German. I think he speaks 4 languages. But at the same time, although he does speak all 4 languages and he's very well spoken, sometimes I feel better in other languages than actually in English. I don't feel like the personality's there to carry the NBA with Luka.
Listen, nobody's going to have the personalities that some of these guys had. Kobe, Michael Jordan,
Mhm.
Shaq. Not everybody's going to have that. Is there a guy right now that may have that? The only guy that can maybe have that is Ant.
Yeah.
That's the only guy that can maybe have that. So he has to get to a finals, him leading the team. Leading the team. Like if he got this team to the finals this year, it's like, all right, this guy could be the next one up. Last year was, oh yeah, he's the next up, blah, 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 blah. Look what he's done. They removed Cat and he's the team's, not even close to what they were last year.
Can he do it in Minnesota?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, LeBron did it in Cleveland, right? And he did it in Cleveland, but he got to a finals early, and then he left, right? And he had to leave, and we know how all that shit went. So, but normally we look at it could be done in Minnesota. I think he could do it in Minnesota, but he has to get to the finals. He has to get to the finals and shine in the final where people are actually going to watch him play. Because right now you're watching him play maybe once every 2 weeks that he's on national TV.
Yeah.
So, and that's the difference with being up there. If he was on the Celtics, he'd already be right there. And that Tatum not being able to kind of put that team on his back in the finals for me is why I can't see him as the next guy.